All right. First type of buyer is what we call the spontaneous buyer. Now, the spontaneous buyer is the type of person who tends to be motivated by the new and novel. Something is new. It's just launched. They've got to get their hands on it. These are the people who wait outside the Apple store every time a new Apple device is launched. These are the people who see a new movie the day that it debuts. These are the people who sign up for that new video game to start playing as soon as it launches inside the world. Spontaneous buyers are motivated by the new, the novel, the something different that they can get their hands on, and they're ready to dive in right away. Now, spontaneous buyers can be contrasted with what we call methodical buyers. Methodical buyers are very different. Methodical buyers are not motivated, methodical, by the new and novel, not motivated by diving into something new. Methodical buyers, frankly, have questions. They want to know facts and figures. They want to know the details. Before they sign up for something, they want to read all the tech specs. They read all of the most frequently asked questions. They want to know all the details before they're ready to move forward and make a purchasing decision. Now, the spontaneous and methodical buyers can be contrasted with what we call the humanistic buyer. The humanistic buyer is a buyer who is not necessarily motivated by the new and novel, not motivated by facts and figures, but instead is motivated by making a connection through other humans who've had an experience with that product or service. They're moved by story. They're moved by a connection. They're moved by hearing about someone who went through the experience, who signed up for the product, who signed up for the program, and what their experience was like. They might not know all the facts and figures. They might not know all the details, but that connection that they've made with that other buyer, that other client, that other student of yours is enough for them to say, you know what? I'm going to do this. And last but not least, we have the fourth and final buyer type, which is known as the competitive buyer. Competitive buyers are otherwise known as deadline dancers. Competitive buyers are the buyers that exist in the world that are not motivated by anything else other than the fact that there's a deadline to take action now. These are the people in the world who are motivated by going to an airport for a flight and timing how little time they need to make their way from their home to the gate without missing their flight and trying to do it in the least amount of time possible. They're motivated by the adrenaline rush that comes from waiting to the last minute and moving forward when and only when there's a deadline to take action. All right. So this is the backdrop for the next part of our conversation.